Hey guys, welcome back to Paulies Sleepers, Week 9 NFL DFS Draft Kings big tournament picks. The GPP plays is what we're doing, the big tournament plays. I was talking to my buddy Josh Miller last night, and he was saying, what tournaments do you play in? Because we do kind of a little side bet. Some of me and my buddies, him, Jeff Miller, and Ross Prather, we do a little water bet. If you look at the fantasy footballers, you can find out more about what a water bet is. But Josh won in the water bet last week, and he had 158 points, which is a good one. He told me that he played that lineup in like 4 tournaments and didn't cash. I was like, man, what are you doing? What are you playing? Because the lineups that I gave you guys, 2 out of the 3 cashed, and one of them was 158 points, and one of them was 148 points. So when you go in, go to the main slate, which is 10 games this week, and then click on the little martini glass or something up in the right hand corner, and you can customize what tournaments you're looking at, and click on guaranteed, and then click on for players, click on 21 plus players, and then you can pick what monetary amount you want. And like I've said before, always play the casual tournaments when you can. But we're looking at like the 5K single back, the 9K slant. I always do the millionaire tournament, but in these tournaments, 140, 150 points, you should be cashing something. We're looking to do more than that. I mean, I want one of these lineups here to get close to 200 points and hit for big money. So last week we gave you 3 lineups and 2 of them hit. This week I'm going to give you 5 lineups. So pick one, play them all, play a couple of them, but play those casual tournaments as much as you can. And we're looking for player pools between 5 and 15,000 people in most cases, and you should be all right. Doing this one early this morning because I am going to be doing the Juice in the Morning podcast that I've been telling you all about. That's going to be starting today for the next 4 weeks, talking about regular, season-long fantasy football and daily and the differences of them, focusing on the playoffs coming up. So that should be fun. Most of you guys are friends with me on Facebook, so you'll get more information on that later. It'll drop here probably before the games today. So thanks for subscribing. I know I got about 5 more subscribers this week, and this video where I'm giving out my lineup is only for my subscribers. I don't post it on Rotoden or YouTube or Facebook or anything like that. So here we go. First lineup, we're going to do a stack with Alex Smith and Tyreek Hill. Alex Smith is better on the road. It's really amazing. His road splits are crazy. He's averaging 26 points on the road, and 3 of his top 4 games on the year are on the road. So we like that. For $6,500, he should return value pretty easily there. And Tyreek Hill is an every other week guy. Every other week he blows up, and then that other week he doesn't do anything. So he didn't do anything last week. It's his blow up week. And plus Dallas' secondary, like we always say, is horrible. So we're also going to come back with Dez on that. Dez has a great matchup this week. He should catch them all like Pokemon this week. Love Dez, and he's leading the NFL in targets, I think. We're also playing Todd Gurley with the Rams, and I like that running back defense stack, and I think the Rams will dominate today. Alvin Kamara, and I'm higher on Kamara. You guys know I'm a big truther, but Ingram fumbled a couple times last week, and Sean Payton is kind of known for rubbing the running back's nose in it and benching them for at least the first part of the game for fumbling. So look for Kamara to take the first touch today. I could be wrong on here, but even if he doesn't, he's going to get plenty of work. We also like Ted Ginn in this matchup for 5K for having a big game, and he's just been a big part of that offense. T.Y. Hilton is $4,900. And, he's only had 2 good games out of 8, but I mean, in GPP plays, we look for guys that are, lower priced than what their ability is, and you'll never see T.Y. Hilton for $4,900. I mean, if Luck was playing, he'd be like 7K. And then we're going to do AJ Derby today. and he's going to be in 3 of these 5 lineups. I liked him anyway. I really like his usage. If you look at his game log for the last few games, it's pretty solid. But this week, Brock Osweiler is going to start for the Broncos, and there is a really good sample size of Brock Osweiler hitting up his tight ends. I mean, geez, when he played for the Texans, there was many games where he just didn't know there were wide receivers on the field. So I love for AJ Derby to return value at $2,900 bucks. We want 9 points, and that's what he's been getting. I like for him to maybe blow up. So Alex Smith, Todd Gurley, Alvin Kamara, Ted Ginn, Tyreek Hill, T.Y. Hilton, AJ Derby, Dez Bryant, and the Rams. Solid lineup. Next one, we're going to go with the Colts stack because Houston's defense has been decimated, and now that Deshaun Watson is out, I don't think they'll be able to move the ball as much, which means the Colts will have the ball more. So I was thinking about this stack anyway, but now that Watson's out, I like it even more. And Brissett's been averaging 14.5 points. So for his price at like $5,300, he's averaging what we want. So that's good. So we're going to play him, T.Y. Hilton again, and then Jack Doyle, who is like leading the league in targets, not just tight ends, in the last 3 weeks. And he had a monster game last week. So we're also playing Zeke in this one. Zeke is playing this week. Like I said, that injunction might come through and he might play again. Geez, this guy might be serving his suspension in retirement, sipping Mai Tais in Cabo or Belize or something like that. It's unbelievable. We're going to play Todd Gurley again with the Rams. Ted Ginn again. We really like that play. Need a bit of a salary dump here, so we're going to go with Ryan Grant, and he gets 7, 8, 9 points a week, which is fine for $3,500. But Jamison Crowder is out, so he might get an uptick in targets this week. I mean, this has all been well thought out, guys. And then in the flex, we're going to put Zach Ertz in a monster matchup. Zach Ertz has gotten double-digit fantasy points every single week, and the Broncos are the second worst against tight ends. So this lineup is Jacoby Brissett, Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, Ted Ginn, Ryan Grant, T.Y. Hilton, Jack Doyle, Zach Ertz, and the Rams D. Next one is a Jared Goff stack, and he does well on the road too. He does well in the domes, and the New York Giants benched Janoris Jenkins. So we've got a little bit of a double stack here with him and Cooper Kupp and Sammy Watkins. Kind of like T.Y. Hilton, Sammy Watkins, he's $4,200. When you see a guy with that kind of ability for that cheap, you got to play him. I mean, he's only had 1 or 2 good games, just like T.Y., but this is his chance. After this, he goes back into facing Patrick Peterson, Marshawn Lattimore, Richard Sherman, Xavier Rhodes. I mean, God, he's got a tough way to go this year. So we like that 3-way stack. We're playing Zeke and Gurley again, if you see a pattern here. We're also going to play Kareem Hunt. This lineup is letting us get 3 big dog running backs in there, and you know I love Kareem Hunt and his usage. Ted Ginn is in there again, AJ Derby again, and then the Colts D. The Colts D is only $2,000, which means they need 6 points to return value. Out of the 8 games, they've had 2 points twice and 6 to 10 points 6 times. So there's a really good chance, a 70% chance that they're going to return value here. If not, we haven't invested anything. If they get us 2 or 4 points, $2,000 is nothing. So this one is Jared Goff, Ezekiel Elliott, Todd Gurley, Ted Ginn, Cooper Kupp, Sammy Watkins, AJ Derby, Kareem Hunt, and the Colts D. Next one, we're going to go with Drew Brees. He's had kind of an off year, but he's at home, and the Tampa Bay defense sucks. And he's $7,000. I think he's going to really have. I mean, every year he has 1 or 2 monster games. This is it, and this is in the in New Orleans. So we're going to pair him with Michael Thomas. Brent Grimes is out for Tampa Bay, who would be guarding him. So their secondary is not good with Brent Grimes. It's even worse without him, and he's been battling injuries. Michael Thomas has had some big games and disappear games. I think he'll be very involved. Alvin Kamara is going to be in this one again. Zeke, T.Y. Hilton, Robert Woods. On my golf stack, I have Kupp and Watkins, so I put Woods in this one just in case he gets everything. And also, he gets 8 to 10 points just on a normal week. Vernon Davis this week. You know I love Vernon Davis when Jordan Reed is out. He's just a beast. Even when cornerbacks cover him, he can't be covered, and he's just playing amazing at his age. He's having a career year. Orleans Darkwa, We had him a few weeks ago. He only got like 8.5 points, but he was like $3,800, which was fine. That didn't crap your team. He's $3,900 this week. When we get somebody that can touch the ball 17 times for that cheap, got to do it. And the Rams are actually not that good against the run. And New York knows they're going to have to establish the run to get anything going. And the Eagles D against Brock Osweiler and the Denver Broncos at home is a great play. So this one is Drew Brees, Ezekiel Elliott, Alvin Kamara, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Thomas, Robert Woods, Vernon Davis, Orleans Darkwa, and the Eagles D. So the last one here, we've got Dak Prescott for 7,300 at home. Great play. This is going to be a shootout, Dallas and Kansas City. Todd Gurley again. Adrian Peterson, the team said they're going to feed him the ball, and San Francisco's horrible on the against the run. Now, I don't know why you just announced to the media that you're going to feed the running back the ball. I think that's kind of a tip to the defense that, hey, we trust you guys. We're going to need you to make plays, and we're going to run the ball a lot. So at $5,800, I like that. Des Bryant in this one, pairing him up with Dak. Tyreek Hill on the other side. When you have a stack, it's nice to have that guy on the other side. I like Tyreek this week. Mohamed Sanu. It wouldn't be a week without some Sanu in there for 5,300. AJ Derby again. Carlos Hyde. So we've got both the running backs in that game, and Arizona's really bad against the run too. Sorry about that. And then the Rams D again, pairing him up with Gurley. So that one is Dak, Gurley, AP, Dez, Tyreek, Mohamed Sanu, AJ Derby, Carlos Hyde, and the Rams D. So maybe, kind of gambling too much here with 5 lineups, giving them to you. I think 3 of the 5 will hit. Hopefully all of them will hit. But a little longer video today, but that's because we had so many lineups. So have a good one and enjoy your football. Thanks.